Welcome to UnScripted. Quick note before we begin. The cast and crew will accept zero responsibility or liability for any decisions that listeners make after listening to us, be that good or otherwise. Honestly, people, do not take life advice from us, as we are not experts in anything useful. We're simply here to share our opinions and hopefully provoke thought and not wrath. And of course, if we hurt your feelings, that will be addressed at some point in life. But hopefully today is not that day. So listen responsibly and enjoy. Yeah, welcome ones and ones.
Style it up, style the studio.
No, my friend, just to see how clap me on there, mosquito body.
Mosquito.
Round of applause, man. Round of applause for the big show.
School, man.
For the big show. Yeah. One more week on them. One more episode 15. And for me, this honestly feel like we are. Feel like a rebirth.
Last one we did call 14.
Yeah, last week was 14. 15 of them.
No, we did say 14 last time. Because I'm almost sure we did say something like 11.
No, I said it. That's great.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, boy.
15.
It's on camera.
At this stage, you realize we in the game.
Yeah, boy. And sometimes it feel like a rebirth now because
we in the game.
after all, and the viewers not gonna know, but we had a really big producer in studio last week. And she dissect some whole heap of things and give us some pointers and some things. So
she bad up some away.
It bad up some away and put some away on the manners and things. So I feel like the rebirth is now. Yes, I feel like the rebirth is now. Like we're gonna take what we had before and build up on that.
Let's do that.
And that will feel like it's gonna be great. So the viewers are gonna enjoy it. I for one, I'm sure me are gonna enjoy it. What am I up to?
Good enough.
What's the week been?
The week has been good. Happy,
strong.
healthy.
Yeah. Nothing exciting going. I mean, Sunday was my birthday, boy.
Yeah, big up yourself, happy belated.
Yeah.
I mean, I said happy birthday on the day.
You did.
Big up yourself.
Many thanks, my bro. I want to tell
You
you.
had a great time.
Yo, I had a, brother, it finished last night, if I'm honest.
I couldn't make that mission. I was helping some youngsters
but
get.
I know if you could, you'd have been there. So,
Yeah, man.
It's no issue for me.
I mean, I never get invited, but I mean, you understand.
You did. You did, because I dropped the invitation in the group.
The invitation was in the group.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Oh, the group.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But I remember you don't really read messages.
Yeah, and he don't really care about us, so that's it. You have way more important things to do, so you don't really follow up our little group.
All I want to really say.
Well, the good thing is that you have more important things to do.
Right?
All I want to say. Yeah.
You have a lot of husbands that don't have anything else important.
Ah, shit. That, my friend, that is a way to introduce a topic.
I don't know, because I ain't a husband.
All right.
But that might not necessarily be a bad thing. Based on what we're talking about today.
It might work out for you. So,
To play the role.
I guess we shoot the shit for a little bit. We can go straight into the topic. The topic this week is people, and I'm gonna read, Craig, I'm gonna read your message, forgive me. The topic is a man's view on married couples that only have sex once every 2 or 3 months. How often should couples fuck? That's exactly what he said. And I found it interesting. I said, coming from where I'm coming from, there is no way I can be satisfied with having sex once per week, much less 2 or 3 times per month.
But I tell you, I remember. This was around 2017, I would say.
Damn.
I was in the gym. Yeah? And it was about 5 hours training that day. Like a group I was training. One of them was a trainer. We trained with a trainer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's not our trainer, but he just trained with me.
Right.
So, young boy, I think he was like 22 at the time. And so the man, them talk about them life, And more time when people get into them conversations, especially in the gym, I'm very quiet, because I have work to do, I'm not really pay attention. I don't really want to know about a man personal life.
Me personally, I'm not go gym for socialize. So I get it.
I don't
So we did it, and me hear the man talk, and man, I'm a boss, and the man, I'm say, yo, Me just say, what comfortable, maybe like once every 3 weeks or whatever. And like, so the trainer now, like he must say, once every 3 weeks, no, you're hard, man. Must say, maybe on a good, maybe in a good month still, I might go 2 times, maybe 3. And I say, I ask a question, 22, one man. Some say, I ask the trainer, I say, yo, when you say 2 and 3 times, you mean 2 or 3 different occasions, or you mean you every time you go, you pop 2 or 3 times? That's what I ask him. And I said, no man, like 2 or 3 different occasions.
For the month?
For the month! I made it and I say, yo, something wrong with me. Me I want like
Something wrong with me too?
Cause them time I fire 2 shots before the session. before the gym session. I know some have 2 more fire
After that.
Yeah.
Going at night, you have to match something else. Yeah, bro.
Bro.
I understand that.
I was
I
weird.
don't understand it. But it is a real thing.
At 22,
Me not understand. Me not understand.
I mean, I'm not looking at the individual
Yeah, but
to
sure
make
say
the
about
judgment.
them
But
time I used to train.
some of them young boy, you know.
You don't load up the money in my mind.
No, me not gonna drive. Me not gonna drive.
You know, if it's not
Mullins Road, maybe
They might
not
take some,
2017.
you know,
Probably
because
before. Maybe 2015.
enhancement things and it mash up them.
Me not
them
think of
living
that. No, man. Me think say him did not at the time. Natural. Me think it was a natural body.
I think the man
Me
they
don't
probably
know.
not.
Me don't know.
because of them man, they supposedly are the girl tourists. No, them, you know,
No, but couple of the man them were did married. Cause I wasn't married at the time. But couple of the man them did married. And like me I say,
So they must sleep with this woman every night.
me I say, yo, me know what got with my wife when I married her. This a after my first marriage. So I know what got. Me I say, yo, nah, stop, that again.
Yeah,
but that
can't
not
fathom
my
it.
first marriage.
What?
Yeah, man.
In the breakdown, when they get to a point where they never feel each other.
Yeah, man, me go.
So,
I think the longest was like 9 months.
9
months.
So why you
Cool
automatically believe that boy is loss of love?
No, I don't want to say loss of love. I'm saying on a never lose the connection.
Yeah,
and I know what that's like. I've
That
been in
can
those
happen, but
situations where
I suspect that a lot of the times, it's not a loss of love. Why a lot of the times people not having this the bunny rabbit life.
But
a lot of reasons why.
I can think of a few reasons, and I've had experiences where life get in the way. I mean,
yeah.
you have children, you have work. Sometimes work take you out of town. Like, remember, I tell you, there was a point in my life where I was home less than I am other places. Like, when I come home, drop my bags, and I know so I leave in a 2 days time. You know what I say? So that for me was, I never really enjoy life. I never get to enjoy my family and them things that in those moments. So I can understand if life impacts you and a 1 month, you know what I mean, something go on and you don't really get fit.
Bro,
But brother,
you can be at home every night.
Mm-hmm.
And just circumstances. So children and everything I you know the Netflix and breeze a little bit is sort of like I hear a little bit about what go on today and you say, Ray, and you watch a movie. And when you do some check it, daylight, and you say, yo. And before you know it, you know, the days, the connectivity is there, you know, everything good. But just the run of the days is you or she have to get up on that time and say, yo, you know, for the past like 5 days now. And you say,
yes.
5 days.
Sometimes 2 weeks.
We are talking about 5 days.
I can understand, but those are one-off situations because on a normal basis, you know, say every night you go lie up, I come with the both extremes, brother. We used to do with a woman where every night I go lay down, best believe, so before I can close my eyes, I have to make sure say I fulfill my husbandly duties.
Yeah, my wife don't like to sleep. I think she get turned on by me sleep.
Yeah, them things that get her excited, just say,
She
wake
don't
up
like
and
it.
run so much.
So a lot of the time you just fake it.
She don't like when I sleep. And what?
So they just
Fake sleep? Just forget
Fake sleep,
it.
forget it.
oh yeah.
But if we want to talk about like a man's view, like I really believe that is a direct correlation between sex and frequency and intensity and the relationship that's
And the bond.
yeah, I believe so.
Intensity.
Intensity.
That is a key thing.
Right.
Because let us say you're having the sex.
So you must have one or the other.
Let's say cut down from every night to whatever it cut down to.
Mm-hmm.
But you start finding it become
Better.
no, it's a function.
Mm-hmm.
That at the time you need to sit down and start ask yourself some questions because we do have sex 4 days now.
I know it's
But
like
when
a duty.
we have sex, it's like
It's like a
more and
It's like
more
a
and more.
chore. It's like a chore.
Well, not even
And-
so much
and
as
that's
chore.
when it's a bad
It's
thing.
just that
Right.
it don't have no intensity.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that now tells you something either you now
Something,
feel to
yeah.
deliver
Something.
or you
right.
now get back something.
And that's it, thing. A lot of, and this, thankfully, we have this platform. Enough of the youth, them, especially the younger ones, when they have sex, them fulfill some fantasies when them seeing a porn and something when them always imagine. So, the intensity what Craig referred to is the quality of the sex we have. When you have that connection there with the person where your action and their reaction complement everything so
Like a
well, like
dance.
it fucking feel like magic, bro.
Flow, yeah.
Yeah, man.
It feels like magic.
Emotion sex better than performance sex. You know?
And that's why when we remember we had the conversation last week when I tell you say, yo, I'm not even gonna waste my time and entertain certain people. If I'm not attracted to you, I'm not even gonna want to feel
Yeah, man, you have to
what
connect.
feel like.
I'll tell you something. I don't know, as tired as we might be sometimes, you see that connection, you know you just want to go sleep. But you see the moment you
Yeah.
lay down
Mm-hmm.
and just make a one turn and a other,
Mm-hmm.
you say, no, before we go sleep.
When they have to reach this up.
Because
I said my wife.
it just
I said my wife.
naturally,
Moves me sorry for your talk about.
organically just
Like a business man.
Sorry for your talk about business, but they don't know. I sent her a picture yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
Me find it.
Don't show us.
No,
No, I'm not gonna show.
yeah.
But
That's right.
it was just a picture of some text, though. You know.
Oh, okay.
I could show.
Oh.
One of them memories
It was
don't
a
leave like
post.
people do. Okay.
It was a post by a girl. What she called herself the Lulu Light Legacy, and she said she don't want chaos. She want kisses on her shoulder while she washing the dishes. So I send that to my wife because it's a thing what I always do. You know, like when I see her do them things, like wash dishes and them something like I get to see her shape, and then when she wash the dishes, because
But yeah, shakes up.
yeah, bro, it have a thing. So I always end up right there, like because can't pass it.
I know
So-
all about it.
So like me, I'm just send her the message. I'm gonna say, see it, you have it good enough. Like
Yo.
you know, like me I do my
You
thing,
see,
me
the
I do
dishes
the
is
right thing.
one, but you see, you ever gear like something white which have a hand wash.
Bro.
You see that motion when she goes so.
Oh gosh, man.
Oh my
Don't talk,
days, bro.
don't talk about that motion. Them.
Yeah.
But the thing is, but the thing is,
And the things will excite us.
I see the between two deviants. Yeah.
No, but the thing is though, you know, is not is because a lot of women would take that and then carry it to places where that's not really where we're seeing it. Is the appreciation we have for the body, the female body in motion. There's something about it. Even sometimes like when the room dark and she coming into the bed. So you know what she look like, you know, you might can't see it, you know,
But
but
the
you
silhouette.
have the picture and you see the little silhouette coming in. It's a thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you see,
but
you feel these
that's
appreciations.
Not, that's not your physical attraction to her.
But that's what I'm
You
saying.
used to, in the beginning, look at her and calculate that physical as part of certain thing. You see, now, that's almost a spirit
So that is it.
that intertwined with
So
your
which-
own. You know,
which
once
bring
you
me-
come near,
But it brings me right back to that same thing when I talk about the masculine view of the no sex, because what that is right there, so you know, is understanding that is the connection that is arousing these things.
Yes, sir.
So when you see the absence of these things, you have to question and assess and reassess the connection when
And
you
the,
want your
and the
spouse out.
quality of that relationship.
Yeah.
when I say a young, functional person who is comfortable saying, when I talk about them, they are med school, I try to study and them have student loan, functional. And them sit down and find it quite normal to say, these things hardly happen. And everything else about them, you know, you realize that, yeah man, them sit woman, and so everything functional. That weird, you know.
But could it be?
Yeah, weird to me, but
No matter that weird.
I think when you
I think you have covered
when you dissect
something
it,
when
you dissect it and the impact it would have, because, and I think women need to know this because we said it last week too. Each of us talk about what we want. You say peace, both PEA and PIE. I said feed me, fuck me, and shut up. You said you want quality time, but another quality time you want like a pum pum.
Respect.
You're right. And what I'm saying is, every man's fundamental is there is sex in the relation, no matter who you be. If you want a woman, you're gonna want to have sex with a woman. Sex is an important part of the relationship. So when a woman deny a man sex, bro, I'm not gonna assume so a woman deny him sex. It's probably an unfair assumption.
It could be the other way around. Let me explain. Let me explain. That's what I was going to ask a while ago.
Shit, go.
As playing the devil's advocate. It's like, could it be a situation where these new generations are just not as interested in sexual intercourse as
So they
as
have,
our
so their
generation?
libido
Meaning,
is.
yeah, because you find that that men especially, let's speak about what we know, that men's testosterone level
Is dropping
significantly.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be a situation where the men coming up now are just not as interested?
I hear a lot of the women.
Damn.
I hear a lot of the women saying,
No wonder.
young boy, by their lifestyle that is supposedly designed to make them want more,
Rubbish.
the lifestyle is cutting down them performance. So truth be told, the activity start to cut down as well.
Oh,
So-
the embarrassment.
True.
all of that
It could be.
So what them do?
Yeah, because
them
the woman
release
the woman
the
them
energy.
higher standard now. You know,
Yeah,
them
but guess
want
what?
things.
Them release the energy in a negative way. Because remember now, you know, this testosterone, if not delivered and diluted as nature should have it, it have to come out some other way, you know.
Through aggression.
And that is why a lot of them now get it going. And
No,
them
man.
spend too much time.
Nah, perform.
No, man.
So them are.
And I don't care. I'm going to say
So
it.
them are act out.
Uno and rum boom and weed
Yeah, that's special something there.
and weed and grabber.
Coconut water.
No.
We'll just say sip.
No, the truth is, by
Special brown brew.
when you ever hear say 20-year-old I live on what them call it,
Viagra.
Viagra or any of the other variables that
Enhancements.
a 20-year-old,
No, sir.
you out there run like horse and you think you need to take more things to get going. Sooner or later, it's almost like you try turbocharge a Probox to run like a Maserati.
Hey,
It's a bono.
hey. When me a
It's a model.
20-year-old, me a 300 almost 30 something pound.
Lord fire.
At 20.
Yeah.
And me a fire shot like much less.
Okay, let me want to talk about my 20-year-old. What I will say is,
Dangerous.
what I
Well,
will
if I
say
speak
is,
about 20,
my first child,
line.
my first child was born when I was 20 years old. I'll say that and say no more. I'll also say what both of you just do was neatly describe and package what we are now seeing as the new age bitch niggas. And we can call them that because clearly them testosterone levels have met them into like some little bitches. You know what I mean? Which is why they act the way they act. And some of the little things, the moment I see them get fired up over me, I say them cute, okay, like, nah, which day a man can look on me and say nothing to me and make me crash out them way up on the internet.
No, but you're talking about when you're 20. When you're 20, and the three of we, and we drive for Monday, we say, right, we're going to party. It understood, you know, if you now go with one,
Yeah, left with one.
and I tell you something, if you're not even left with one, try no say. if I the last girl in the party,
She could have
she could have looked like a Dalmatian. It don't matter. Because the last thing you want in a life for tomorrow morning, a man say, brother,
So you strike out.
you don't know what going last night. The man in a corner lean up, dog. Souls a play, every man a move on.
And
No, what the youth them a do now? No, the youth them know. A 40 of them walk.
Yeah, true.
And the 40 of them, everybody angry. Them go a party, everybody stand up.
Yeah,
them not
but
interested
them a deal with.
in the woman
Them separate themselves from the woman. I noticed that.
And them insulated to a level that is all about we. Them not have the energy.
Well, I'm glad Rodney bring me back
for
to
the
that
woman
place.
them. Them not the energy.
Big up my brother always back.
But internally, though, it is all about we doing. However, there is a place and an importance for women.
Yeah.
But it is still all about personal development. That's why I'm asking the devil's advocate question, because
Me I play God advocate.
fair, that's fine. We can be on opposite sides at this point. But what I'm saying is like, is it possible? Is it possible that they're just another point or pin or section of the same path that we are on to the same end enlightenment?
No.
Is it possible?
No.
It don't feel so to me, but I wonder.
You swear?
No?
No.
Alright.
The judge said no.
When the judge said no, I know.
Guess what, Craig? You see when you are walking in the desert and we are trod to a destination that is different from sun and thirst. We might not know exactly where it is, but we are trod it. Then you just stand up in the desert and I say, oh, don't know. When I'm building on the sun here, you know.
Yeah.
And if them drop down also, and if them not drop down
But
also,
I show you,
them not have no the direction
No,
you talk about them now the direction.
I can tell you one
But they're
significant
not
difference.
getting married.
I can tell you one significant
Married.
difference, you know. Them youth in our days, we call us backward, whatever you want to call us. I'm sure back in the days when we were 20 years old, no man never there go, even if you do back your fist at one time or two times, you never there go tell nobody. Them youth nowadays open like, man, they tell us, oh dog, we beat off about 3 times before I come out today. Bro, that is also impacting the look of you them.
Yeah, because
like accessibility to porn and anything.
Bro, I'm not intimate with my virgin them.
Yeah.
That kind of levels on a daily basis is intimate with your virgin them.
Yeah.
Brother, I see the level you them interact. So them and them deal.
But hold on, but curb the background though. Because remember, you know, it's not a girl's thing. So we're not gonna really.
That's the girl's argument too.
All right.
Yeah, I wanna
because
really
the opposite of having sex hardly are hardly
it's a
is
different
not
topic.
girlies.
No man, but exactly. So
There's a
we're not
continuum,
go. Yeah, so
yeah.
we're not go. It's because a completely different topic, you know. Like the youth, they might just not get no girl. It's a completely different. I know one of girl. It's a completely different topic, really.
I could have wanted them.
I could have wanted them.
That's a topic we need to discuss too,
Right.
because them youth nowadays, bro.
Right, but what I say though is when a man reach the point where he choose now a woman for build with and for spend the rest of his life with. How is it that within that relationship, barring of course distance and when people are traveling or whatever,
Right.
how is it that within that relationship now there is no intimacy?
Him never have the 20. Him never have the 20.
Oh,
Him never live the 20. Him
True.
never live the 25. Him never live the 15.
Him never
Never live the so that now
So his
you see him
desire.
at 40. Nice car, nice job. You feel say as the time go by. Him was not on that bicycle.
that is assuming says 40 married.
No, let's say married 35.
Suppose at 25.
Well,
him still.
if he married at
even worse. Even worse.
And
Because
it depends how him socialize to understand what marriage is. Because you have some man going on this thing and say, this a woman, you know, me and her forever. And him, part of being sacred, him look upon her and it's like him feel say, this is a treasure where you only open it up
that is it.
sometime.
So,
because it's so special, you don't want it to finish.
so
Him no listen. No, them no listen.
It's a treasure, you know, but
No, them no listen to the answer.
Use it.
Them no listen to the answer. It can't done.
It can't do, yeah.
You baby boy, it can't done.
I want to track back to my 20s. Mid to late 20s, when as I tell you, yo, bro, I just want to sleep with people, woman. I never want nobody for myself. And at that time,
I never had that stage where I was
No.
purposely going after people.
I don't know about that still.
no, there was a time I just never want.
that
like,
is-
if she's
that's
single,
bad
I
mind.
don't want her. And it's that for me it was a commitment thing. I don't want to commit.
That's
I never
hard.
want.
That's hard, bad
Yeah, I never
man.
want to spend the time for be your main man. I just want to provide a service.
That bad man.
You know what I mean?
No,
That sound like Beanie Man.
no, it's
So-
relieve you of all responsibility.
Bro, I'm going to show you how I was assisting these relationships.
I've never had that.
No, we're talking about
in one-
specifically.
No, in one
One
particular
thing.
instance. In one particular instance, there was a woman who said to me, yo, she believes that her husband now sees her more like a mother almost.
Hmm?
Yeah, so him not have the same level of sexual desire for her.
Well,
But him have
sorry,
gone out a road.
sorry, go again. Him start to see him woman like,
Well, I guess him put her up on too big of a pedestal because this are the mother and children. Him don't want the certain things, but me would have make you feel like a dirty girl.
yeah, but bro,
Because she gonna be my dirty
I
girl. But
don't
for
know.
him, I'm
They-
princess. Him put her up here, so him no want, him not even want to fly pitch on her.
there'll never be a
Him would
deal.
have put her behind a glass case if him could.
Yeah, but I'll never see her the way Miss
That's you, Rodney. But may I show you, say, yo, there are
the
some
mother.
women
No,
who
no.
have that problem though with them.
Interpretation still.
Right.
She
But,
believes that's what it's here.
right, that's how she explained it. Because she say it was like him almost have too much respect for her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he might trick himself. And
Unfortunately.
he might
But
trick himself.
thankfully, I was there to make her feel like a dirty girl. And I was assisting that relationship. You know what I mean? I also know of situations where
Yo,
the man them, as you rightfully say, now perform at a particular level. And before them go seek help, them take out them anger and frustration in different ways. Them get violent to the woman and them like a thing. So there is impact, and I can speak to it directly because I've seen it. You see me? The next thing we can think
an
about
erectile
is
dysfunction, you see, is something that,
shit. Let's talk about that.
hold on,
That's not.
it's a, hold on,
No, why not?
anxiety,
Cool.
hold on,
I'm sure it contributes to some of those sexless
hold on,
marriages.
anxiety
I never
performance,
thought of that. You know.
anxiety performance,
Well, that's what I mean.
erectile dysfunction. And I make sure add anxiety performance because sometimes,
Yeah, it's a mental thing.
Yeah.
Sex is
Good.
90% mental. You know?
now,
Correct.
if you believe that, just picture the alcoholic, weird analogy, just picture the alcoholic who is sitting in a bar, decide him loving the alcohol thing, but him still in the environment and him a laugh and reason and chat. Him well want a drink, but guess what? Because him know the chances I'm going to get drunk and him it's better him avoid it. The man who go home and know say alright him can't perform, or at least the last 2 times. The best thing for him to do now, him spend time with the kids and put them to bed. Him,
And him do everything
she
except
say alright,
for
she
woman.
go sleep. Him say, yeah man, me a
I never
forward.
thought about it.
And him sit down and him there on the thing at work.
But that's
And
one
him
of the
come
things
in, when him
get
know
that
say she fast asleep, itch up, daylight, ready for go work. So he, in a premeditated way, avoids the possibility. So hopefully, 2 weeks will pass. Him thinks and now, alright.
Him good.
So him go again, it work. But him still have this
Nervous.
doubt. And before you know it, 6 months pass, them have sex 6 times. And she will compensate for him by saying, hey, I get it. Work, the kids. Re.
But this is what the money need for.
One
But this
mother
is what the money
excludes
need
that
for
one.
be brave and go see them Dr. Myla.
Yep.
I tell you what, one of the time them come and catch COVID about 3 times. One of the time them catch
I've
COVID.
never had that shit.
Brother, one of the time them catch COVID,
I mean,
start
me-
worry.
No, it passed.
Cause me there and I say, yo, my tooth feel like it get impacted and I'm go to my doctor. And my doctor say, yo, no worry man, that's one of the side effects. Come, I couldn't taste, I couldn't smell, I like me just never have the desire for have sex. And I say, no, that's something wrong.
That was the
I'm gonna
first
say
time
something
you
like that.
contemplated in your life. If you couldn't stand up to it, you'd have to face the reality.
And then may I tell you this in Rodney, would I buy assistive devices? Because my brethren have a store, you know what I mean? And them man they have everything. So if you push come to shove, I have to buy one toy. So be it. But the good thing
do the
is,
thing.
yeah.
The thing have to be done.
But the good thing is there's medication, and all I really, in my case, all I really needed was time to recover, and I was okay again. Thank God. But I mean,
What you never feel in that time, even though it's
man,
COVID,
stress and
you never
pressure,
feel
man.
in that time that you
But
realize how much time has passed now.
Before I found out it was COVID, I panic. Because at this point, I say, yo, look like I have blood pressure issues. Because there was a time when my blood pressure did spike. So I said, no, blood pressure, what go on, sugar, all kind of things. I start panic.
Is this the end?
How
No, I don't say it can't be the end, because I know my Virgin have some pills.
How
man. I know
important
what
should it be
No.
to a man to perform? Like how important should it really be to put on your best show each and every time?
For who?
To the man.
To the man.
No. Oh, no, but when you say the best performance, your best performance is going to depend on the actors that are in the show.
Right. So
She don't need
when me a talk,
what she
America,
need.
me a talk about.
So what's best?
Value is
What's best?
co-created. Value is co-created and it must be agreed upon.
Yeah,
So if you
what's
ever say
best?
this is my best performance, you can get confirmation there, babes. You like that one there? The one that they connect?
Right.
You get your confirmation.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, and everybody in here, so my confidence on not performing on it.
Because you know what, overperform
Me not-
unnecessary.
me not- Yeah, hear my stories.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why my confidence in the man in the room I perform.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
takes a certain
story.
level of confidence. it builds a certain level of confidence in it.
Arrogance.
Yeah, a borderline arrogance. Yeah, because
Salaman.
you know, say yo,
Salaman.
exactly. Uncle Balti, you know, say Uncle Balti face him charges like a G. I say, yes, so all of them girls will see me a beat. All of them happy. Uncle Balti knows him serving purpose. You see, there is, and that is it, the confidence factor that get impacted. That's why I'm talk about when women turn down men. Because imagine how you feel now you come to boom. This is your woman in. You approach her one night, no. And next night, no. And next night, no. What happened to you? You're going to feel like something wrong with me.
No, man.
You're going to feel like,
you can think so if you want. Me not think that.
well,
Once she turned me down today, you best have a reason. This
you better write it down.
This
And get
really-
inside and stand by your JP. You understand?
So if we reach second night, we're not gonna go to the third night because
Alright, so
either this problem, whatever it is, go and talk about and deal with, or
Yeah, I get some bone in there.
no, or you go on because clearly this is if it's a we problem, it have a talk about. If it's you and somebody else problem, it have a talk about. If it's you and an ex-man, it not have a talk about. But it have to solve because the third time not coming.
and so let me talk.
You're mad.
And the married side. Because I can only speak on one side.
Yeah, because you carry the walk with
So
married.
yeah, so there's
You
no
have to divorce.
exactly. So there's no walking away. There's no dunning. None of that is
And that's actually what the topic is.
Right.
Sexless marriage.
So-
Married, yeah.
So turning down, I don't really understand it because if one person, there are times when my wife was under the sheet and and she
She
said,
said,
no,
I'm tired.
but we never really serious.
Mm.
If me serious,
When you're tired or not.
there's no yeah, but I understand like
She's gonna wanna.
eventually, yeah,
She
like,
didn't at the time, but
yeah, man. If you approach a thing with conviction, then you're supposed to achieve the results that you go for.
just
Absolutely.
a little bit.
It's so no, but
yeah.
it's more vice versa too. Like
Exactly.
really, if she
But-
decides that she really wanted to, yeah,
But Craig, I'm not
And it's
looking
not-
at.
All right.
it's
She
yeah,
know what to do.
what to do.
All when you know said you're up on your last.
precisely.
She rub one little moment
Hey.
and suddenly you say, Superman!
Yeah,
I'll tell you, you see,
Yeah.
the time I spent as Joe, it changed a lot of things of how I perceive
no man, you're
life.
Brother.
Because watch this.
you're traumatized. That's it. You're scarred.
It's so like, you realize
I say I'm enlightened.
it now becomes something where
Because no, but it's just that I know the dynamic of other business relationships. So when this woman that comes up, woman stop and link me after work, and then she knows that she have to go home to her husband, right? But yeah, go home to your husband, and I said, then suppose him decide to say more peace. She have to be like, Still, I'm tired, I remember headache. And him not get none. And this would happen for weeks.
Mad.
You get what I'm saying? I tell you, say, this woman that should have stopped at gym. Should have probably spent 45 minutes at the gym. Then she come on my yard and then she go home.
So hold on. This as I carry right into something.
At some point, at some point, you know, look upon her and start for.
Hence me asking the question. So I say, yo, if you're going to link me every day of the week, I say, yo, you not go, at which point you're going to sleep with your husband? And she say, yo, she not give no. Them thing that would have shown me. Them, so having that insight, make me know, say, yo.
So this is why I phrased the statement in the group chat the way I did.
Mm-hmm.
When I said, when I spoke about frequency 2 or 3, and then I said, how many times should married a couple fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I have found that, I'm not going to excuse the expletive for a little bit, because they don't always excuse me. I have found that a lot of people, when they're married, them stop fuck. Every now and then, them make love if there's a point where they might have sex. Them don't fuck.
Yeah.
Because when you were dating, you didn't have as many responsibilities. Now that you're married, the contractual arrangement and the circumstance makes responsibility replace riding.
And them lose the excitement.
No,
but
you have the excitement, you know.
No, that the thing is, it is important.
Her career, your career, children.
No, but that is what I want to say now. It is your career. Mm-hmm. It is your career.
You have a
it's married, you know. It's your career.
No, it is your number one responsibility.
It's part of your
You're
duty.
a better parent.
Whatever you need to do to keep that alive, it is absolutely important, because that foundation is what carry you through your other careers.
You believe it as loose as its own. The better sex you have, you're a better parent.
Better everything.
Better husband, you're better organized.
Better performer in general.
Good. But,
you're happy,
but a lot of people, and this is for my brethren them, and the man them I don't know otherwise, but that same experience, because I have spent a lot of time in my life understanding a role like when played. A lot of men out there are such great providers. They are probably men that we could have sit down and look upon and say, yo, you know, say, so a man for really take care of him house, him family.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, in doing that,
sacrifice.
It don't even appear to the individual. And more is one thing him doing, you know. As long as she's happy.
There you go.
But yet, she then called me. And when she called me,
she just want to cook.
You have to sit down and say, but aren't you happy? Yeah, but.
It not treat me like a dirty girl.
But it also shows you that.
And that's important.
Them can get this much.
We have.
It's important, man.
And this much can crack it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, true. So you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention to your woman. But alright, so
I would love to pay attention to you too.
Of course, 100%. I would love one day if we could have a elder virgin in here. what can talk about it from a point of experience. So maybe like somebody in them 70s that has been married for like a 35 years or something like that. What can speak about the frequency at that stage of the marriage. We are talking about like people in their 40s and 50s, yeah? Early 50s, late 50s.
40s, 50s.
Right, 40s and 50s, right. But what about Virgin in them 60s, 70s,
I
80s?
actually want the viewers to drop some little thing in the comments. Give us some feedback in the comments. We have 2 minutes. But let us try to wrap up on the advice. What type of advice would you give to the people who are in sexless marriages? How would you recommend that they fix things?
Figure out a way how to get your mind in a place to go home and fuck your wife tonight.
Mm-hmm.
After that, it's supposed to work itself out. But get your mind in a place to go home and blow her back out.
Exactly.
Don't lie to yourself. and say, oh, this is great, and always find boxes to tick. As if, oh, it's, you know, it's not like it used to be. We're more focused on other things. One or the other is lying, and one or the other is going to be out there trying. Don't lie to yourself and speak to each other. You can't sit down in a corner and solve two people problem. That's it.
I was actually gonna go there because in closing, I believe if we find a way to communicate openly, like you can't marry to somebody, you can't talk to them. So find a way to communicate openly and say, yo, because people change, people grow. The things that you used to like last week, you're probably not like this week. But you need to find a way to communicate that and be intentional about in the fucking. If it means you have to go plan one weekend and just left the kids at Kingston, lock up in our hotel room, fuck for the weekend, my lad.
Yeah, but do it.
Get back that little thing there in your wife, pum pum.
But the preparation of it, do it independently.
Oh.
So the mental preparation, do it independently. Don't include her in the preparation.
And never stop.
When you're not ready for communicate and talk, as Rodney said, do it after you fuck her.
And never stop her.
Then, beg 30.
Go on.
I always say this. As a couple, the changes that you want to make in your individual life, make sure you communicate this before. If you have on weight and you decide that you want to lose 100 pounds, talk to your partner. If you decide, say, 100 pounds and you suddenly want to get
Never
this.
talk about that.
If you want to, because
the
way I met you and the way you met me, he said people change. That's true.
Yeah, you can
but
just
at
not
some
be
point,
physically attracted anymore.
I don't want to say I no longer
want to
recognize
next
who
week.
you are. That's all.
I just figured it out. Next week, because you will drop our next one in the group on my thing. So we can continue that into with this one into that next week.
Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of yet another episode.
Yo, you know.
Thank you for sticking and staying. We appreciate the support. As always, we are blessed to be inside the studios of Ideas Evolution. So scan the QR code. You don't know, book your time, make sure you say forward. Spend some money with us. We appreciate the love, we appreciate the support. Like, follow, share, subscribe. All of them wonderful things there. Until next week.
We're willing to put up a painting from a great young artist.
Absolutely.
And promote it for you. Somewhere on this one.
And we're also looking to advertise for talent. So if you have something you want to advertise, link drop again, scan the QR code. You can get in contact with us that way. Spend some money with us. So I appreciate it.
Right.
Until next week, this has been UnScripted.
Yeah.
She's a man.